This is my garden update vlog. First thing I'm going to show you is that the peach tree that we had to cut down is coming back, and she is thriving. This is just this year's growth, which is, I think, incredible. It's growing better than anything else in the yard. Had a hard time this year with seeds, getting seeds started, so my gardening efforts are not as plentiful as I had hoped they would be this year. It's mostly, I think, due to a lack of rain. I got some flowers going. This part here has already been mulched in. I have some native wild plants, also known as weeds or volunteers to some gardeners like myself. There's another one there. They make little flowers, so I'm keeping it. This is also a volunteer. It's a vine. I'm letting it grow up the thing. I like the pretty purple flowers that it produces. This here is one of my two sunflowers. Entire pack, only two came up. Been having that problem a lot this year. I put this bench, which I had in my side garden, put it over here so you can just go and sit and, enjoy the garden from a different view. So that's this garden, and as you can see, that little strip that I worked on so hard didn't work out at all. I got some native plants for sure, but in this case I'm calling them weeds. I did have these guys here. This and this is coming up, and they don't look like plants I'm familiar with in the yard. So I'm going to keep those, probably. Also got these guys, real pretty. They came up, but that's it. All the rest of it is just weeds. Jake's over there waiting for me to get my act together. In this garden, again, another weed that I am probably going to be pulling up because that looks like it's creating stickers, and I don't want stickers. Alright, so this is the deal that I planted on the first planting. You can see they're doing beautifully. But the sage and the all-heal, neither one of them came up. So I threw in some flower seeds, and this is what I've got going so far. Again, some wild stuff, volunteer plants. That, I know what that is, and that needs to come up. This is apparently parsnips. I have never heard of a parsnip before, but I was trying to identify the plant and ran across an article about another gardener who also did not know what they were. Ooh, it looks like they're going to bloom. They sell them at the farmer's market, so apparently they're edible. But they are a wild plant and considered a pest to a lot of gardeners. My sweet peppers, aka banana peppers. How strange. Are coming in nicely. They're doing really, really good. Tried these last year and they didn't. They just burnt up, never got any peppers. I might be using these instead of bell peppers for a cooking video. I want to make Mima's chicken and rice, and it calls for bell pepper, but I have these and I don't really taste a big difference in the taste, so I'm just going to use these. The garlic chives, doing beautifully. This is from last year, and this, of course, is the chives that I put into the ground this year. Over here, we have the little side garden, and it is just doing beautifully with uh, the flowers that I planted in there. I planted the flowers in there because I didn't think that the lantana were going to come up, and this one came up already and is in bloom. This one's getting ready to bloom. The other one didn't make it. Um, and I did not think that the hibiscus would return after the snow and everything, but she is coming back, so there's hope there. All right, here's my potatoes, my potato bin for the year. Um, I just had this old recycle bin from decades ago, and some soil and some potatoes that were starting to eye. So I just tossed a couple in there, and they're doing so much better than I thought they would. This is my Pride of Barbados that I got started from seed this year. I actually started 4 pots. This is the only one that came up, but I'm real excited about it because I've been trying to get a Pride of Barbados forever, and so now I finally got it. On the side garden, I really didn't plant much. I planted some forget-me-nots at the end, and they didn't come in. I also put in some. This whole thing still has to be weeded and mulched. I got the mulch right here. There's some compost over there. Um, but I planted some geraniums here. This here, this is amazing. These are catnip. I did not know catnip flowered, but I do need to harvest it though. It's getting way out of control. Of course, I have a bunch of purple hearts. It's from the neighbors. I have this little girl here. Ooh, she looks like she's about to put on some flowers too. Move this weed out of the way. Yeah, she's pretty. She's a pretty girl. This is a struggling uh, geranium that I've had for a while, and she's struggling, but she's doing better than she was when I had her in a pot. Ooh, I don't know what this is, but I like it. Volunteers, people. This is also something new and different too. I wonder what that is. I might have to leave some of these native things behind. Another geranium. It's already bloomed and faded away. Then I planted these guys. There's 3 of them. There's another one up underneath this weed there. She's getting ready to bloom. She already is in bloom. Uh, so they came back from winter. That's good. And that's where the forget-me-nots were supposed to come up. Instead, I have what looks like some crepe myrtle trying to come up. There's a downed tree on the other side of that fence. Another lantana that is finally coming back. No, fine. Maybe I'll run it up that. That'd be cool. Here's my, this is an experiment that seems to be doing very, very well. These are my cucumbers. Plant them over here so you get some partial shade. And yeah, they're doing excellent. I already have my first cucumber here. But I also have some others coming in and a whole buttload of blooms. It's another one of those wild thingamajiggers, vines. Alright. And here's where I planted the beans. I need to get here and harvest beans. They're starting to look a little bad, I think. They are doing nicely. And I have 1 corn there that came up and 1 corn there that came up. Well, actually, I guess 2 corns. So I I planted a whole bunch of other ones over there, and they're doing better there than they did over here. This is more flowers that have not flowered yet, but I'm excited to see them when if they ever do get to a point where they can bloom. There's a few wild plants in there as well. This is the corn. Wild plant. This is either going to be a yellow star or another lantana. I'm thinking it's probably a yellow star looking at the leaves though. Here we have the lemongrasses came back. The lantana. This also needs to be re-mulched. Got these guys. They're also putting out pretty purple flowers. Yeah, pretty purple. Oh, and some more buds. This is a lantana that keeps getting stepped on by the dogs and stuff, so it's struggling. But it's still alive. And another yellow lantana. If I remember correctly, this one, because those are yellow, this one's a red lantana. And then another lemongrass. That's it. That's what the yard looks like now.